What's up everybody? My name is DJ Carlo Tendido and welcome to Mix with Me number 2's Mixplanation video. In this video, I basically explain the mix I just made for you guys, so without further ado, let's get started. What you just saw there was a beat juggle, and what beat juggling is basically juggling beats. And you can think of it as manually looping a beat. And you can do this exact same thing by either pressing auto loop or pressing your cue point with quantize on. And what makes beat juggling so cool though is how you manipulate the decks with your hands, because back in the day we didn't have all this technology. We just had two decks and a turntable with music, and when people would be dancing, especially enjoying a certain part of a song, there was no way to loop that live except by doing beat juggling. Now, what I did here though is something very similar, but instead of back spinning the track to where it began, I instead pressed a cue point to get to that section of the song. So let's go to the video. Now, there are two things to keep in mind when you look at this routine, especially the beginning. This marker over here, this is the playhead. Once a song passes through it, it will be heard. So the goal is to bring the start of this sample at this area over here and to play it from that section over here. I press play first, and now I have my hand here on deck number 2, pressing cue point A to get ready to trigger or rather let go of the start of the sample of the Super Mario theme edit on deck number 2. Now I pressed it. Now that I completed the sound that I wanted to hear, which is ta-da-ta-ta-ta-ta, I'm going to bring the crossfader to the opposite side and play the same sample from the same start. I scratch it in first because it just sounds cool if I do that, but you can totally not scratch. It's totally up to you. So I just scratched it in, and now it's going to play. If you look closely what I did there, I pressed cue point A on deck number 1, and my hand is already ready to go. So let's rewind that. It wasn't there before, but now it's going to be there. Once I started playing this sample on deck number 2, I brought my hand to the other deck and pressed cue point A to get back to the position where I want it to be, which is the start of the sample. There. And now I'm going to bring the crossfader to the opposite side and play the other side, since I already heard the sample that I wanted to hear. Scratch it in. And now this is just me trying to make a manual build-up with a loop. You can do this with auto loop and just halving the beat, but I wanted to do it live and to just give you guys a good impression of what this mix is going to be, which is a very heavily technical focused mix, which I hope you guys enjoyed. So let's rewind from the start. So the juggle is finished, and now we're going to play the Super Mario theme edit. Now, to mark the end of the juggle, I decided to activate dub echo. Here, you can't see it because it's blurred, but dub echo is on. My hand is on the knob. I'm going to accent the mix, ensure that the juggle is over by activating dub echo and slowly pushing the Super Mario theme edit to get this whoosh sound effect. And that's it. Now we're gonna move on with the video. Lessons applied: acapella link transitions, pad effects, open format mixing, and slip mode. Pad effects and slip mode are a great way to play with your music because it's so easy to do. All you have to do is just press a button and something is going to happen, like a beat roll or a vinyl break. For slip mode, if you activate slip mode, however, no matter what you do on the platter, it will always be on time. It won't be affected. So you can just scratch any section here and just backspin any part and it's going to still be on time with the beat. You're going to see these lessons applied later on in this video. What was that? So what I'm doing right now is what I like to call a melodic drop. Now, when I first heard ZZ by Kodak Black, I immediately thought of the Super Mario theme by Nintendo because they sound similar. The tones, the instrument used, just sounded too close to each other to ignore. So I wanted to find a way to implement these two songs together. Now, this works by playing the next song's melody over a similar sounding part in the song which sounds similar to the melody of the next song. It's this part here. So normally you would hear something like this. So I'm going to replace the ta-dun with dun-dun-dun-dun. And I think they're both in key. At least I hope they are. So when I do the melodic drop, hopefully I gave you an effect of, wow, cool. That's pretty cute and clever. So I wanted to specifically replace these notes over here with this note over here. Now, how did I do that? Well, I used the platter, Q point A or Q point H, and the crossfader. So currently, the crossfader is on this side. So you're going to hear the Super Mario theme edit. But once I play the sample, I'm going to bring the crossfader to the other side to silence the Super Mario theme edit, and so that you'll just hear the ZZ instrumental edit by Kodak Black. Now once you hear that, I'm going to bring the crossfader back to the Super Mario theme edit and press Q point A so that I'm ready to trigger the ZZ instrumental edit by Kodak Black again once you reach a section where I want to replace the melodies of the song. Okay, moving on. And now since the whole song is already over, it is time to play the ZZ instrumental edit by Kodak Black song. Now what's tricky about this are two things. Since we're ending the song, I want to end the song nicely and not just like silent it out. So I decided to use dub echo. You can think of dub echo as a filter plus echo macro effect knob. And so if you crank it up, you're going to hear a lot of filtering, you're going to hear a lot of echoing. And I would have used the normal echo because most of you just have access to that. But this is a really quick mix and I wanted to make it as fast as possible, and using this knob in particular just gave me the result I wanted to hear. As we reach this section here, I wanted to build it up and filter it up and echo it away, just let that sound linger on. And the second thing that was tricky about this part here was letting the sample go at the exact moment where I needed it to be let go of. And this part here is my transition out point in the Super Mario theme edit song. And so timing it just right is crucial to make this mix sound good. Because if it was misaligned, or like if I played the ZZ song from a different point, it's simply not gonna sound good. So now we're gonna enter the ZZ routine part of this mix. Now before I drop the beat of Kodak Black, I want you to look at these two songs together. The first one is ZZ Twerk Build Up Edit. The current one that's playing is the ZZ Instrumental Edit. Now these are songs that I edited. And you guys may be wondering, whoa, that's so cool that you edited a song. What software did you use? Did you use Ableton, FL Studio? No, I didn't use any of those. I used the software I have already, which is Rekordbox DJ. So you may be wondering, how can you make an edit by using Rekordbox DJ or Tractor or Serato? Well, it's very simple. Let's look at the ZZ Twerk Build-Up Edit. If you look at this song,